What's up, zombie slayers? It's your boy Dancer. This is my review of the multi-platform title Dying Light, developed by Techland, who made Dead Island and Dead Island Riptide, which were too flawed, but they were very fun games. It's also published by Warner Brothers Interactive, I believe it is. Now, I'm not even going to beat around the bush, make y'all stick around to the end of the video to tell y'all this. This is a great game. You know, right out the bat, this game's got a lot going for it, and you know, it shows that these guys have realized the flaws from the original games and then cleaned them up and just made this little zombie open world gem here. This game's a good game. I mean, it speaks for itself. You just gotta pick it up and play it. But I'm just, we'll touch on a few things here. Firstly, I'll talk about the graphics. The graphics in this game are top notch. I'm playing it on the PS4. I'm sure it looks good on the PC as well. But PS4, when things are supposed to be beautiful, they're beautiful. When you up in the zombie's face, they nasty looking zombies. The game is the best of both worlds. It's like, you just climb one of them radio towers and look around. You just see for miles, and just you see birds flying and smoke from buildings and just all this, just this crazy, beautiful, organic city. It's nuts. It's a very, very, very nutty game. It's very impressive. You guys, you gotta pick this up. I'm keep saying that this is a good ass game, especially for a zombie fan like me. I've been watching zombie movies since I was like 12 years old. I'm 37 now, so I'm deep in the zombie game, and this game, even if you don't like zombie movies, this is a good game for the console. But zombie they got the zombie down. They got every zombie covered in this one. Got every zombie covered for every fan. The controls to this game, the controls are very, very tight, very intuitive. Very fun, very rewarding controls. To the big addition to this pseudo Dead Island type series is the implementation of parkour, or free running, which is kind of like I wouldn't say street gymnastics, but just the way of running across the terrain is very acrobatic, very nimble, Spider-Man type way. I think it was one of the founders is a Frenchman named David Bell. You can see him in many movies, but he's in a movie called Bandaloo 12, which was also remade recently, called Brick Houses, but Bandaloo 12, and I think it had a sequel much better. The French movies, you got to deal with the subtitles, but the martial arts and the parkour demonstrations into the dope movies. But the parkour, I'm gonna get a little tangent there with this parkour. Like, I'm a parkour expert. You heard that? I went in on that for a minute. The parkour in this game is very fun. It's obviously nothing new to people. If you've played games like Mirror's Edge, because that's the first one that's going to come to game players' mind because of the first-person aspect of this game, or the more popular game Assassin's Creed, to many other games have free running aspects of it as well. I think that that new-ish Xbox game, what was like Overdrive, where you're fighting the mutants. I think that has some parkour elements, but the parkour elements in this game are fun. You unlock some of them. You also have to unlock like stamina and stuff. But the free running part of this game, it's a big aspect, because some zombies kind of quick, and you need to get up out of there. And the free running gives you the ability to do so. This You know, this game isn't all about the combat, especially early on. You could play this game many different ways, but the parkour is on point. I have a good time with it. There's not much about it. Actually, there's nothing about it that I dislike. Aside from the first person aspect of doing parkour, it makes it, it's kind of difficult at times to grab ledges. But once you get the hang of it, it's good. The controls overall, I would say, has a slight learning curve because the positioning of the buttons are a little wonky for me. They were for me. Like jump. Jump is like a R1, and I'm not used to using trigger buttons for physical actions. I'm used. Trigger buttons normally in first-person shooters are for like aiming, throwing grenades, and swinging. But it takes a little bit. At least for me, it took a little while to get the hang of it being a jump button. I still kind of. Even at the point I have like 22 hours in the game, and I'm still, I'm kind of like, okay, put my finger here, just position. I always have to kind of like reprogram my brain before I even get moving in this game to get used to the controls, because it's you don't use the four buttons on the face of the controller very often for much. All I use, I'm playing this on PlayStation 4. All I use is the duck button. Every like maybe it's like an action, like opening a door or something like that. You'll use those buttons, but everything else is done on top of the controller. And for me, it takes a little bit to get used to for doing actions like that for these things, but. They are good. You just a little slight learning curve. For some people, it may not be, but for me, there was a little, it was a learning curve. The sound of the game, the sound of the game speaks for itself. Gave you a little snippet there of the sound. The sound of this game is pretty nutty. I mean, from the infected screams to the gunshots in the background, to the wind, to the supply drops that fly overhead. It's the sound really makes this game. Like, I couldn't play this game with a headset on. I'd be scared out of my mind trying to play this game with a headset. I'd be freaking out. That's real talk. This game is pretty frightening, and the sound has a lot to do with it. And like, video games don't usually scare me. Like this game, when you like hear stuff coming, you're like, oh man, this is a dope game. Now let's get to the gameplay, which is the fun part. The story, I don't know if this game really has much of a story. You're like some type of it's like a GRE operative or something sent into this area to investigate, blah 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 blah. And you meet up with these folks, these tower folks that help you from a zombie attack, and they take you in, so to speak, and they train you in the ways of parkour and all that. And you also get a zombie bite. You get zombie bitten, but in this game, zombie bites aren't like in like some of the most good zombie movies. Zombie bites don't kill you right away, but some movies the guy gets bitten like 2 seconds later, turns around, like like the what was it, 28 Days Later, the great zombie movie. You get bit by the infected stuff and you're like, rah, pretty much right away. But this game, it's like a form of rabies, and you don't die right away. You take the medicine, and it helps, I guess, keep the disease at bay, like I guess like living with AIDS or something to that extent. So it's not, getting bit by a zombie is not the end of the world in this game, but the severity of the bite can determine the speed of the process. One of the dopest aspects, I'm gonna just get right to the zombies. This game has got a zombie for everybody. You know, if you're a Dawn of the Dead fan, you like slow crawler zombies, they got them in the game. If you're a fan of Resident Evil, you know, they have those type of mutant zombies in the game. If you're a fan of 28 Days Later, you got the infected in the game. You know, if you're a fan of The Last of Us, which I don't really consider a zombie game, but like the bandits in the game, the enemies, regular enemies, they're very Last of Us. Like this game, that's one thing I want to do. If you're a fan of The Last of Us, this is like The Last of Us on speed to me. This game is you know, this game is like a Last of Us fan's wet dream. It just has that creepy feel and a lot more of it because it's this huge open world, and you know, it's just crazy. You know, there's daytime and nighttime in this game. Like different zombies come out at night, and nighttime is dark. There ain't a lot of street lights, you know. So when you got to run around with a flashlight, and you know, there are like potions and stuff to help you find your way around. But you know, the night is crazy. I don't even mess around with night. I go to bed at night in this game. In this game. That's how scary night is. I don't even mess around with nighttime. I'm like, yo, it's like 9 o'clock. I'm going to bed. I'll come back in the morning and, you know, do what I got to do. There's tons of weapons in this game. Tons and tons and tons and tons of weapons in this game. There's I don't even know the number, but there's a lot. There's more to choose from. This may disappoint y'all, but right now, it's the current build of the game. There's no arrows, so I play silently. I don't use a lot of guns unless forced to. But you know, there's no arrows or crossbows in the game yet, so y'all gonna have to deal with that right now. What else? Get back to the infected. My favorite zombies in the game right now are the infected. Their reactions in this game are like second to none to me. And as far as zombie games go, it's like the infected are fresh zombies. If you don't know, they're like people who would, you know, newly turned zombies, so they're nimble. You know, 28 Days, or you know, like Dawn of the Dead remake, where you know you got Carl Lewis zombies chasing you down, just you know, just putting a hurting on you. The infected, like, since they still have a smidget of humanity left in there, you know, like sometimes if you hit them real hard with a baseball bat, they'll start crying or they cower, and it's just like I never seen that in a game before. It was crazy, you know. You think of like the reactions of the infected, it's pretty nutty. But yeah, so you know, make a long story long, go out there and get this game. It's well worth it if you're a first person fan, if you're an open world fan, if you're a zombie fan. If you just one of these video game sociopaths that just want to kill stuff, you know, you know, go in there and get that. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm over 22 hours a game. I haven't even played the multiplayer yet. I just been running around building my character up, you know, because there are, you know, abilities. Like I said earlier, you unlock a lot of different abilities. There's 3 trees, so this, and you know, ain't not more to say about this one. This is a must purchase, and you know, there's not a lot of good games floating around right now. So go out there, get this good game. You know, put your headphones on, turn out the lights, get a new clean pair of drawers, and get into it. It's your boy Dancer. We out. Peace.